Okay. Adi 3-bit. Good evening, everyone. Online students, can you hear me? What we are discussing last class? With a super class and subclass referenced variable. What will happen if we create new class deriving from existing class? What are the different things obtained to subclass from its superclass? Type, properties, behaviors. Now, this new class will become subtype of the existing object. This new class will obtain the type, properties, behaviors of the existing object. Because the subclass has obtained the superclass type, we can store subclass object reference either in its own reference variable or in its superclass type referenced variable. If you take primitive data types, byte can be stored in short. Byte is subtype, short is supertype. Similarly, if you take reference data type, student object can be stored in student reference variable or in person reference variable or in object reference variable, but not its siblings, faculty and admin, right? Subclass object memory structure with a parent class and child class reference. To which memory region the reference variable does point in the current object. It is depending on the reference variable type. Student S1 new student, S1 variable pointing to student memory. P1 pointing to person memory. OBJ pointing to object memory. We can store subclass object reference either in its own subclass reference variable or in its superclass reference variable. Based on the variable type, the way superclass reference variable refers to superclass memory available in this subclass object. Basically, a reference variable always refers to its class memory in this object. Why can't we store superclass object in subclass reference? Because subclass members memory not available in superclass object. Then draw object memory diagram. We have already practiced it. Then when we store subclass object in superclass variable, can I access subclass specific members? Yes. Can I access superclass specific members? Sorry. When I store subclass object reference in subclass reference variable, can we access only members and superclass members? Yes. When we store subclass object reference in a superclass variable, can I access subclass members? No. We can access only superclass member. Next, if I store subclass object reference in object class variable, no member you can access because object class doesn't contain SNO and a name variable. Okay, then now my question is, which is the best approach in storing subclass object? What is the difference in storing object in class reference variable or in parent class reference variable? If I store subclass object in subclass reference variable, it is pointing to subclass memory. Hence, we can access the members of both subclass and superclass. If I store subclass object reference in superclass reference variable, we can access only the members available in superclass. If you try to access members of subclass, compiler throws error because compiler always search for the members in the referenced variable class and its further superclass, not in the subclass. So these are the points we have completed up to last class. Hope all you remember. Really? Did you try this program in system? Which approach is best? With the entire knowledge I have given, now you confirm which approach is best. Storing subclass object reference in subclass type reference variable or storing in superclass type reference variable. Which approach is best? Storing subclass object reference in subclass reference variable is best because we can access both subclass members, also superclass members. Once again repeat, storing subclass object reference in subclass reference variable is, come on, worst approach. See, we can access the members available in superclass now. We can access members of both subclass and superclass, but still it is worst approach. Why? Mobile has only GeoSIM acceptance. Will you buy that mobile? There is a GeoSIM and Geo Mobile. Everybody likes to buy GeoSIM, but no one likes to buy Geo Mobile. Why? Geo Mobile accepts only, it doesn't take other SIMs. If GeoSIM is charging more money, I wanted to change to less money charging BSNL SIM. I don't worry much about network and all, downloading speed and all. Just making calls and what are the speed coming mobile, that's sufficient for me. Then in that case, if I want to change to the BSNL, Geo support or not support? Not support. That means if I store GeoSIM object in GeoSIM referenced variable, the mobile become loosely coupled or tightly coupled? Tightly coupled. Is a tightly coupled object has a sales in the market? No. Then tell me, storing subclass object reference in subclass reference variable is good idea, bad idea? Because it doesn't support loose coupling. For example, I have a party. Now I am taking student object in student variable, only student allowed. Faculty object in faculty variable, only faculty allowed. Admin object in admin variable, only admin allowed. In future, driver is coming. Driver allowed? No. Okay. Some carpenter is coming. Allowed? No. So tell me now, this party class is become tightly coupled with only 3 objects. Now this is a bad idea. Storing subclass object reference in subclass reference variable is a bad idea. Then what is the right idea? Correct idea. Take superclass reference variable. Then student can store, faculty can store, admin also can store. Then what is the advantage? Loose coupling. So tell me, storing subclass object reference in superclass reference variable is the best approach. But if we store subclass object reference in superclass reference variable, what is the problem? We cannot access subclass specific members. Is there any solution to that problem? Is there any solution to that problem? Tell me, I have stored subclass object reference in superclass reference variable. I cannot access Y variable. Is there any solution? Yeah, you can bring this reference back to the subclass. If I bring the reference to the subclass, can I access Y variable? Yeah. By default, A1 variable pointing to A class. Tell me, here we are unable to access Y variable because of object problem or because of reference variable type of problem? If I take reference variable of type B1, copy this 2020 here and pointing to this B class, can I access member or not? Yeah. So that here I got loose coupling. Also, I'm able to access what? Specific members of the subclass. How? By using downcasting. What is that? By using downcasting. Observe bracket B A1 dot Y. What is the meaning of this bracket B A1? So A1 internal object is converted to which type? B and B dot Y. Checking for Y variable in the B class available. Compile. Understand my point? So tell me, if I store subclass object reference in subclass variable, We have a problem, tight coupling. Do you have any solution to this problem? No. You have to go, you have a solution, upcasting. Upcasting, if you take a solution, then if I store subclass object reference in superclass reference variable, then I cannot access members available in subclass. Is there any solution? Yes. What is the solution? Downcast. So if you want to achieve loose coupling first and then access specific members, I have to choose what? Superclass reference variable further downcast. Understand? Right. Continuation to yesterday notes. Which approach is best? Right, that question asked. Answer, superclass referenced variable. Answer, superclass referenced variable for achieving loose coupling. For achieving loose coupling. Next point. Then how can we solve? How can we solve superclass type referenced variable problem? How can we solve superclass type referenced variable problem? For accessing subclass specific members. Accessing subclass specific members. Answer, by using downcast. By using downcasting. Right on this one. Full program not required, just write this diagram also. In downcasting, we are not creating new object. We are just changing the reference to subclass. This is DC, downcast. Everyone completed operators control flow statements videos, 5 videos. Today I taught switch with latest features, switch expression with latest feature, switch as a expression, switch as expression. One new concept came that I will share that video today. Please try to complete that one also. Tomorrow, I'm requesting everyone complete operators control flow statements. Once again revision. I will upload material and I will share entry questions with the knowledge you have gained up to now on the if block, else block, switch block. Interview questions I will upload. Okay, find errors in those programs by your own and type that program. Don't type, copy paste, copy from the soft copy and paste in your system, save it. And first you identify, is it a compile time error or runtime error or output? And then you check with the system. Is your output, system output same or not? Check. If you find any confusion, then immediately send message in WhatsApp, get clarity on that point, then go to next bit. Understand? Tomorrow, wake up early. Don't sleep up to midnight, afternoon 12 o'clock, okay? Today night, regular as usual, go for early sleeping and wake up early tomorrow and continue studying. Tomorrow, one Sunday, if you spend the time with operators control flow statements, next chapters in Java will be very easy. Understood? Don't tomorrow Sunday, don't plan for any personal works. Okay, na? Tonight, any parties? Baru beer? No parties, na? So do party with switch as expression. Okay, na? That's very difficulty point. Completed? Now, write on this slide. What is the difference between? So all this table, very important table. This is conclusion. Difference between write on asterisk. Meaning is what? Difference between storing subclass object in subclass variable, subclass object in superclass variable. That is how you have to pronounce. Write side by side, or you can write left column and right column. Choice is yours. If we store subclass object in subclass variable, the advantage, we can access both subclass and superclass members. But problem, it provides tight coupling. For the solution, you have to use upcast. Then what is the problem? We cannot access subclass specific members. What is the solution? Go for downcasting. Then what is the advantage with this problem if I implement upcasting? Provides loose coupling. Completed? Okay. Now let's try to see all points one by one. First I want to explain concept and I will implement all these concept as a project. Okay. Today class may go up to 8:30. Okay, na? And so Saturday should leave early. I'll try my level best. Okay. I'll try my level best. Observe here. I'm writing something like this. Person P1 equal to new student. Any problem? Person P1 equal to new student. Any problem? No. What is this concept? Upcasting. What is the problem of upcasting? Loose couple. Upcasting for loose couple. That means we can, in the same reference variable P1, we can store another person type object. Okay. But what is the problem? Cannot access subclass specific members. For that, what I have to do? Downcasting. Downcasting. For what purpose? For accessing subclass specific members. Okay. Then how to write downcasting? Student S1 equal to student of what? P1. Here and there, two different objects created, or one object only created? Only one object, the same object, just in upcasting reference pointing to superclass, in downcasting reference pointing to subclass. Just reference is changing, but object is same. Point is clear? Now, there is a problem in downcasting. Now, let me try to tell one with real-time example. You are going in a area where you see in one, notice tiger zone. Okay, tiger zone. I got this example from recently one reel when I watching, I found it. So I want to use that example. You are going in a tiger zone. Tiger may attack you or lion may attack you. Then tell me, when you are going inside the tiger zone or lion zone, you must have protection your body and gonna. Now tell me, what is the protection? You must have one iron shield to your body and walk. Even though it is attacking you, you will be safe. Wherever you are doing casting, there is a chance tiger attack you. Wherever you are doing casting, there is a chance we'll get what? Class cast exception. This cast operator may throw class cast exception. Why it will throw class cast exception? First understand cast operator functionality. It is called cast operator. What is the cast operator functionality? Cast operator is used for converting the type of object available in P1 to the student and then return the object as a student type to it. Tell me, student type means what? In this P1 internal object, there should be student class memory, then only we can convert. Na? When you convert internal object to student means what? Indirectly you created a reference pointing to the student class memory available in this object. So compiler software will follow one algorithm, JVM software follows another algorithm. What is the compiler software? Compiler don't know what is the object available inside. Compiler will see only the variable type. Compiler substitute here, what is the object? Person. Okay, then verifies, is there any relation between person and student? Is there any relation between person and student? Means person is a subclass of student? No. Student is a subclass of person? Yes. So in any one of the direction, if is a relation is there, from P1 object, student object can come out or not? Yes. P1 variable can store student object, can return the student object. Now let me tell you one more example. Cast operator is responsible for converting the object available in this reference variable to student type. When it can cast, if object is guaranteed coming is what? P1. From the P1, the object is guaranteed student, it can convert. Okay. That means by using cast operator, we are informing to compiler the object coming from P1 is a student. Will compiler blindly believe that? No. Your friend asked morning, Ari mama, urgent 1,000 rupees, urgent. By evening, I will give you. Tell me, blindly will you give 1,000 rupees? No, he will check his capability. Na? Morning 1,000 rupees not there. By evening, how can he get 1,000 rupees? Okay, his past history. Now, once you are revising in your mind, he is having any bad habits. Saturday, okay. Okay, Mandupati means what? No, he is very dangerous fellow. He will not return my 1,000. Then he will not give the money, saying that, sorry, mama, I also don't have money. Okay, he is a not having any bad habits. He is humble and also always helping the others. He is having sufficient money. Okay, maybe now not there. At least by evening not coming. At least by tomorrow he will get money and he will return. So that guarantee you have. So similarly, when by using cast operator, we are informing to compiler the object coming from P1 variable is student type. Then compiler apply easy test between P1 variable type and cast operator type. In any one of the direction, if easy relation is there, compiler accepted. Okay, chalo, you are of type. The coming object is what? Student, agreed. But guarantee no, not guarantee. Not guarantee. You believing this person make you 1,000 rupees by evening and you give 1,000 rupees. But what is the guarantee will give? JVM next coming to picture. Who is the responsible person to do this conversion? JVM. So JVM coming next. JVM will take the actual object stored in the variable. What is the actual object stored in the variable? Student. Then it will verify student is a subtype of student. Which direction? One direction. From object to cast operator. Yes, it is student type, converted and stored in the student variable. Now successfully executed. There is no compile time error. There is no runtime error. Repeating again. What is the cast operator functionality? In a downcasting, for converting object to the another type, we use cast operator. What is the cast operator functionality in the downcasting? By using cast operator, we are informing to compiler the object available in the reference variable is of cast operator type. Please convert the please perform the conversion. Compiler will not immediately accept that request. It will verify the object in the P1 has a chance student object. For that, it is applying easy test with the P1 variable type. P1 variable of what type? Person. It will substitute person in place of P1 and verify person to student. Is there any easy relation? Yes, then compile. Then JVM at runtime, it will not verify P1 type. It will verify what? Object type. So in place of P1, it will substitute object type. Or the object type? Student. And then it will verify student is subtype of student. Yes. Compiler verify two direction. JVM verify only one direction. Now I am writing some line. Is it compiler, not compiler? Try to answer. Faculty F1 equal to faculty of P1. Tell me what happened here. This is also downcasting. Is it compiled or not compiled? Executed or not executed? Apply above algorithm and tell me the answer. Is it compiled or not? You are telling to the compiler the object coming from P1 is of what? Faculty, convert and stored in F1. Then compiler immediately accepted a checking. What is doing? It replaces P1 with a person and verifies in two direction. Is there any easy relation? Person is a faculty? No. Faculty is a person? Yes. In one direction, easy relation means there is a chance the object coming from P1 is what? Faculty. Then compiler blindly compiled. You can cheat compiler, but you cannot cheat JVM. JVM, smile face and coming into picture and taking what object here? Student. The actual object is student and asking, student, are you subtype of faculty? Then student say, no boss, 1 minute. Then it will come back and throw a runtime error class cast exception. Understand? If the object coming from referenced variable is not cast operator type, means it is not same cast operator object or not subtype of cast operator, then we will get class cast exception. In another way, if the object coming from reference variable either superatype or sibling type, sibling faculty is student to faculty sibling, either superatype or sibling type coming, then it will throw class cast exception. Understand? Down, write down, continuation. Once again, all points I am going to write. Write down, first point. Storing subclass object in superclass referenced variable is called upcasting. Storing subclass object reference in a superclass referenced variable is called upcasting. Next point. We will develop upcasting. We will develop upcasting for achieving loose coupling. We will achieve loose coupling between user object and subtype objects. User object and subtype objects. Third point. The problem in upcasting is we cannot access subclass specific members. It leads to compile time error. Third point. To solve upcasting problem, we must develop downcasting. Next point. Converting subclass object from superclass type to its own type by using cast operator is called downcasting. Next point. By using cast operator, we inform to compiler the object coming from the object coming out from reference variable is subclass. The object coming from reference variable is subclass type. Then next point. Then compiler verifies. Or applies easy a test IS hyphen A capital letter is a test. IS hyphen A is a test between referenced variable type and cast operator type. Full stop, continuation. In any one of the directions, is a relation is exists in any one of the relation, if is a relation is existed, compiles downcasting, else compiler throws error, else compiler throws error. Else compiler throws a error. Next, JVM applies is a test on the object type stored in this referenced variable, on the object stored in this referenced variable to cast operator type, to the cast operator type. If exists casting completed, if not, JVM throws exception, class cast exception. JVM throws exception, class cast exception. Below statement shows above points. Below statements shows above points. Write on asterisk. Below statements shows above points. Completed? I will tell one example. Can you apply that example on this concept and tell, okay? You taken one big knife, you are holding in your hand, going on the road. Allowed or not allowed? ఊరికి ఊహించుకోండి. Just visualize yourself. You took one big knife, this much size knife in your hand, and then going on the road with very anger face. Okay, chota, this much size, okay, this much size knife, going on the road with anger face, very fast walking. Then what happened? People there on the road all are running away and immediately called the police. Police people with a big, guns surround you and asking, surrender, surrender, who are you, right? Now what are you doing? You are a very intelligent person. You are storing knife inside one bag and going on the road. Any problem? Which concept you develop? Knife stored in a bag and going on the road. Huh? Down casting up. Down casting, up casting. Down casting. Up casting. Why? How can I say it's up casting? Knife is knife. When it's stored inside bag, people are seeing knife or bag. Somebody asked, hey, what are you carrying? Bag, sir. Right? People are looking at bag. Outer look only they are seeing. Wrapping only they are seeing. Inside what is there? Nobody knows. Who are you? Outside person. As an outside person, what are you seeing? Inside bag, inside knife or outside bag only? Outside bag. So who are you? Compiler or JVM? Compiler. As a compiler, outside person, you can see only bag. Then, actually this person carrying the knife to kill one enemy because he may kill him first. That's why he decided to kill him. Now, the enemy is coming from the corner. When the enemy come to nearer to him, he is now started trying to kill him into pushing the knife into his stomach and killing. Knife can go into his stomach. Visualize ra. Don't see my face ra babu. Namaskar ra. Enroll chustar ra ide mohane. Now the knife is now trying to push into his stomach. Will go na? Will not go? Why? You are not pushing the knife. You are pushing the bag. Bag will not go. Bag is saying, "Kya kar rahe na tum? I am bag for carrying, not to murder." What will you do now? What will you do now? You will take the knife out of the bag to use a knife as a knife. Which concept? Downcast. Sir, sir, you are teaching me how to do murder. Namaskar, not murder. Okay? Just to remember this concept forever. Normal concepts, if I teach, people are not remembering. This kind of violence examples, if I teach, people are remembering. Why? Nowadays, which movies are super bumper hit? All murder movies only, na? Police crime movies, murder movies. You know, night 9 o'clock sharp, one serial will come. 9 or 10 o'clock, I guess. One serial, police story. Hindi serial converted to Telugu, dubbed into Telugu will come. What is that? Anybody know? Telugu people? Okay, one Bada wala will be there. Always he is investigating crime. Huh? CID, yeah, CID. CID. Asla in my village, 10 o'clock sharp. My all neighbors, that side, this side, asla that music also in a something different way will be there. Wherein I mean a deep sleeping, the sound will come. Okay. So I asked them, why are you watching that serial? It's very interesting, you know, how to murder they are showing clearly. How to escape also showing clearly. That kind of, things are going well. And now upcasting, downcasting is nothing but storing something inside a bag, carrying the bag. When you're carrying the bag, only we can see the bag type, not internal available. Who knows what is internal available? The developer and the JVM only. Then if you want to use internal thing, you have to take out the internal thing and use it as its original type. For example, you take daily, you are carrying the bag with the book. When you are carrying the bag on the road, everybody say what? Bag, bag, bag. After coming to the class, are you writing on the bag? What are you doing? You are taking the book outside. As long as the book there inside the bag, I'm asking, what is it? What is it? Bag, sir. But inside what is there? Book. But nobody is saying book. When you take the book outside, then you say, it is a book, sir. Suppose it happened in some movies, Garshana movie, in Garshana movie, bullets are removed by that friend, now try to observe. Actually, that movie, Venkatesh thought of it, bullets are full with loaded gun, with the bullets are everything is there. Then he is carrying it. But suddenly, when enemy attacked, he is taking the gun and shoot, bullets are not coming out because it's empty. Now, that is class cast exception. Unexpected thing happened. Why? Expected object coming from P1 is what? Faculty. But coming object is what? Student. Student cannot contain faculty memory, cannot be converted to faculty. It leads to what? Class cast exception. Understood? Right? Right on continuation. Class cast exception is a runtime error. Class cast exception is a runtime error. Comma, it is thrown by JVM. It is thrown by JVM. Next point. If the runtime object coming out from referenced variable is a superclass or sibling of cast operator class. Cast operator class. We will get CCE. We will get CCE. CCE ante okay na? Next, how can we solve class cast exception? How can we solve class cast exception? How can we solve class cast exception? Very simple solution. Don't do downcasting. Hey, correct? Huh? How to solve class cast exception? Don't do downcasting. Hey, I want downcasting, Ray, compulsory. And it's like, I'm suffering from headache. Then remove head and it's not good, na? Your head should be there, apply medicine. The medicine is instance of operator condition. Check the object coming from reference variable is this cast operator type class. If yes, do downcasting, otherwise ignore, right? Right. How can we solve class cast exception? By using instance of operator. By using instance of operator. By using instance of operator. If condition. By using instance of operator if condition. Look at here. In this person object, I may have, in this person variable, I may have any object. I may student, faculty, admin. Now, I wanted to downcast to student S1 equal to, directly I am doing downcasting. student S1 equal to student of P1. Then is it a right design or wrong designer? Wrong design code may leads to CCE. Why? Because the object coming from P1 may be faculty or maybe admin or maybe even person also. Maybe person, it may be a person, it may be a faculty or it may be admin. Then what the right solution? I should take what? If the object coming from P1 is an instance of student, then go for what? Typecasting. Student S1 equal to, what do you write? Student of P1. Okay? Then tell me. If I write like this, this is the correct design. Why? First we are checking the runtime object type. Runtime object type, then doing downcasting only if it is student type. Okay, na? Hence, we won't get class cast exception. Write on this. Why are you doing downcasting? For accessing subclass specific member. So you can write system.out.println s1.snO. Typecast and then access SNO variable. Wherever you see wherever you see downcasting, immediately you have to guess, Amma, there is a chance we'll get class cast exception. Then instance of operator is applied or not applied, you have to verify. Down, write down. The instance of is a relational operator. The instance of is a relational operator. The instance of, I have written, have you written any space in between instance of between space provided? No, observe that it's a keyword. No space between. The instance of is a relational operator, comma. It is an object type checking operator. Object type checking operator. Next point. If the given object is of given a class type, what is the meaning of given class object type? Given a class type and a same type or subtype also? Same type. For example, student. Student is a student and also person. If I am using P1 instance of person, from P1, what are the possible objects? Either person or it's a subtype. If I write student, the coming object from P1 can be student or it's a subtype. Anyone can be there. It's not exactly student, either student or subtype. In bracket. Same or it's a subtype. Same type or it's a subtype. Same type or it's a subtype, close bracket, comma, returns true, else returns false. Next heading, Java 14 new feature. Java 14 new feature. Java 14 new feature. Pattern matching for instance of operator. Pattern matching for instance of operator. Pattern matching for instance of operator. In Java 14 version, we can combine instance of operator condition and downcasting statements in a single line. This feature is called pattern matching. Look at here. Observe. P1 instance of student, if I say, my intention of using instance of operator for casting only, na? You write, I write, any developer write, in any project, in any company, this line is fixed or not? This part is fixed or not? So here, this is fixed part. When it is fixed, why all the people are writing? I am writing, you are writing, everyone writing. Once I confirm the class name student after instance of, downcasting will be do with this P1 variable, with this class student, stored in student. Then what is changing from one developer to another developer? Variable name. My name is S1, your name is S, other person name is some other name. So what is changing? Only variable name. Hence, it is both combined as a shortcut like this. If a P1 instance of student, write that variable name where you want to store. Just we need to write variable name only. Are you catching my point? So whenever you want to develop instance of operator if condition to do downcasting, don't write old style Java 13 style. Java 14 style you follow like this. P1 instance of student. Inside casting, you want to do casting on store in which variable? That variable name you write after class name. Then down, write your business logic as it is. System.out.println S1 dot SN. That's all. You no need to do casting. Compiler will do casting operator back. So this just writing this S1 variable is called what? Pattern matching for instance of operator. Write on this. Java 14 style of downcast. Java 14 style of downcasting. With this, we completed all 4 points. Please revise once again notes. I will launch project. Completed? So I'll show you. Okay, one small question, or before that, I will run few slides. Just try to understand how much you got clarity. First, this is the syllabus what I want to cover. Just go through once, all points are covered, anything is pending. 25 points. Gajanan, what is the meaning of if condition? Are you kidding me? Gajanan? Now you got, don't have patience before asking question. You listen one word, immediately throwing the questions on my face. Not giving time to your brain. Not thinking what the meaning of the statement. Huh? Such an impatient person you are. Change attitude. Give some time to your brain. Any point not covered, ask. Any point not covered, ask. Up to 15 points. Any point not covered? Everything covered? Pakka? Online students? Are all 15 points covered or any point not covered? Covered? All covered? Hmm? All points covered? 15 points. Read louder. What is the first point? Second? Third? What are the rules? What are the rules in upcasting? Upcasting means what? One class object storing in another class variable. Which class? What is the rule? Object type must be subclass of variable type. That is the rule. Variable object type class must be subclass of variable type. Else it leads to compile time error. Next, problem with upcasting. Solution for reader. Why again you are listening? Listen, fellow. Next, sixth. In a downcasting. Covered na? Next, rules in downcasting. What are the rules? What are the rules? How many rules are there? How many rules are there? ఇప్పుడే కదా రాశారు 2 రూల్స్ ఉన్నాయి. కంపైలర్కి ఒక రూలు, జేబీఎంకి ఒక రూల్. అన్నీ చదివారు కదరా, అన్ని కవర్ చేశారని చెప్పారు కదా. యూ సెడ్ ఎవ్రీథింగ్ ఈజ్ కవర్డ్. దెర్ ఆర్ 2 రూల్స్. వాట్ ద 2 రూల్స్? Downcasting has 2 rules. What are the 2 rules? Variable type and cast operator type must be compatible. In any one of the directions, easy relation must be there. Else it leads to compile time error. What is the runtime JVM rule? The object coming from the referenced variable must be subclass of cast operator. Else it leads to runtime error. 2 rules. Variable type should be compatible. Object type must be subclass. Subclass or same class. Same or subclass. Okay. Observe all these points, notes once again. Upcasting, downcasting, class cast operate, instance. Go up, coming down. Downcasting has tight coupling, static binding. Upcasting has loose coupling. Problem, cannot access, so downcast. Cast operator functionality verifies referenced variable type with cast operator. If not, compiler throw error. Verifies object type to cast operator. If not, throw exception. And now 4 classes I taken A, B, C, D. Everyone ready to answer? What is upcasting? Why down upcasting? Completed. Now rule in upcasting. Rule in upcasting. Any compile time errors? Which side to which side you are reading? Left to right or right to left? Right to left. What is a object storing in a variable? Possible? Possible? B, C, D. Why? D is not subclass of A. So compiler throw error. What is the rule in upcasting? The object type class D must be subclass of variable type class, not. So compiler throw error. Understand? Next. Identify check errors. First one. A is a B na. Then error, no error. Huh? First answer first. Second line. Third line. Fourth line. Fourth line. Next. What is the variable type? In a C variable, what I can store? C object or its subclasses. Ante kada. C variable, C object or its subclasses. And now check A, not subclass. B, not subclass. C, subclass. D, not subclass. So, error. How many errors? 3 errors. అర్థమైందా? समझ में आया? Try to answer. All are errors. Why? A, B, C are not subclasses of D. You said all errors. Huh? First 3 error, fourth one not error. That's why fast should not answer, correctly answer. Next. Ramachandra, me thought sache savai pe dena. Variable what type ra? Object is the superclass of all classes ra. Object is the superclass of all classes. Then in object variable can I store any class object? Then error or no error? Then all are errors are. No error. Okay, now this is upcasting. Rules in upcasting. What is the rule in upcasting? We cannot store sibling object or parent class object in a variable. When you declare variable, we can store only same class or its subclass object. Okay, like this, there are some entry questions are there. Written test exam bits are there. I will share. Please practice in your free time. And if you find any confusion, ask me, I'll explain. Okay? Now, let me apply this point on a project. Small code. Try to understand. What did you understand here? ఏముంది ఇక్కడ ఏమేమి క్లాసులు ఉన్నాయి ఏంటి ఆడి పరిస్థితి ఉందో చూడండి ఒకసారి. మీకు తెలియదంటూ ఏం లేదు ఈ ప్రోగ్రాంలో. In this program, nothing is unknown. Class A has method. Class A has a method. Has A Method. What the name of the method? Complete change. He has a method M1. Class B is subclass of A. Extends no subclass of A. Class B is class B has two methods. Inherited method M1 and its own method M2. Okay. Class test has nanu chustarentra, complete the statement. Class test has dash main method and also M3 method with main method and M3 method with mummy malla yanakendiki pair. Why are you going back to main method? Class test has main method and M3 method with A class object, B class object ani. M3 method with what is this AA1? What this AA1 is called? Parameter of type A. అసలు ఏ స్టాండర్డ్లో ఉన్నారో ఒకసారి చూడండి మీకు మీరే. Okay, at what standard you are now? Just judge yourself. How worst way you are studying Java, judge yourself. Okay, repeat again. Class test has and with parameter type. What చెప్తాడు? Who will tell parameter type? Parameter of type A. Then this once you define method, you must call na. Then we can call M3 method by passing either dash or dash. By passing under argument is what? Object. By passing which object? A class object or it's a subclass B class object as shown in the main method. M3 of what object passing? A. M3 of, then first line, when I call M3 of new A, this A object is coming and storing in parameter A1. Repeat again. When this main method executed in the first line, M3 method is called by passing A object. A is what? A is character na string na. నాకు ఇంక బూతులు వస్తున్నాయి. ఓకే, ఐఎమ్ కంట్రోలింగ్ లైక్ ఇన్ టాగూర్ మూవీ. మింగేసే ఐ స్టాప్ స్కోల్డింగ్ ఆఫ్. Repeat again. In main method, in the first line, in M3 method call, M3 is called by passing. Then control will go from main method to M3 method with A object and it is stored in parameter A1. Inside this method logic, I have to write logic now. What? Simple calling methods. I have written A1.M1. Any problem? Any compile time error? When I call method, compiler search for method declaration in compiler search for M1 method declaration in A1 class. A1 is a variable. In A1 class A. In A class M1 method available? Yes. Next, A1.M2. What? No. No intro. No intro. No intro. What? No. No. Yes. బాగా అర్థమై అలవాటైంది. Compiled? Yes sir. Not compiled? No sir. No. Yes. బాగా అలవాటు చేసుకున్నారు. Try to speak the sentence. It leads to A error. Which error? Compile time error or runtime error? మళ్ళా డౌట్, ఏదో ఒక ఎర్రర్ వచ్చిందిగా. Some error coming, you know. We told error, no. You accept. Pandago, enjoy. Which error? Compile time error or runtime error? Compile time error. Compiler searching for what? No parameter. M2 method in A1 class A. Full statement. A1 class A. In A class M2 method not available. Then go to B. Go to B. ఎట్లరా ఎలా వెళ్తారా? హౌ టు గో టు బీ రా? ఇక్కడి నుంచి మొదలయ్యావు నువ్వే. దిస్ ఈజ్ యూ. ఓకే, చిన్నగా నడుచుకుంటూ by walking. No parameter M2 method in A1 class A. ఎక్కడికి వచ్చి నుంచున్నావు? You went there and stand there. Where are you now? Hey, bolo ra? You are in whose house? A house. In A house, M2 method मिल गया नहीं मिल गया? अरे बोलो, M2 method मिल गया या नहीं है? नहीं तो कहाँ ढूंढना पड़ता है? Tell me, Ran, why you are smiling, Swami? Now, where you have to search for this method? In B class, when you are in A, this class A is connected to which class? Object, superclass object. Superclass object. In a superclass object, is M2 method available? No. Then come back and say compile time error. You should not go to the place where M2 method available. Your eye is either M2 method there, from there here a comment, it's a wrong path. When you go into A, you should not look into, you should look into only A. If not available, A connected path you have to go. A connected to object, superclass, not to subclass. Suppose if you come to B, then search in, search in class B. If not available, search in extend A. If not available, A extends a object. Here A1.M2, compile or not compile? Not compile. It leads to compile time error. Searching in A. Can you solve this compile time error? Where M2 method, can you see where M2 method available? Compiler cannot see, but you have eyes, na? Can you guide compiler? I am saying today night party, come to my house. Coming up? చెప్పండిరా, దాన్ని కూడా ఆన్సర్ చేయరండిరా. I don't believe, sir, I don't come. Assume ra, party there ra, assume. Okay na? Can you come? Tell me directly, come. Can you run behind my car? Where are you going? Hurry, I will come. No na? Right. You asking me what? Path. Give me the path. Tell me. We have to guide compiler where M2 method available. I can see M2 method available in B. How can I say? By using cast operator. Bolo, write the cast topic, casting. Right casting. You want casting means which side? Down casting to which class? A class. Down cast to which class? B. What right? Downcast to B. Downcast A1 to B class means what line I have to write? B. Instance of that is checking. I am asking cast. What do you write? B1 equal to B of A1. B1 equal to B of, how to pronounce this B bracket of B of A1. Then B1 dot M2. Any compile time error? No. What happened here? A1 typecast to B and then call M2 method, right? Checking M2 method in B class available. Now compile successfully. Fine. Is there any problem at runtime with the cast operator? Class cast exception. When? Always? No. If the object coming from A1 is not B, then you get class cast exception. Run this program and find out, is there any class cast exception? Run this program and find out class cast exception. There is a class cast exception in this program. From where you have to start running program? Go to main method. In main method, what's the first line? Calling M3 method by passing A object. Then control coming from main method to M3 method. In A1 variable, what object stored? మీరు ఏది పంపిస్తే అదే స్టోర్ అయింది కదరా. In A1 variable, what is the object stored? A. Then A dot M1, M1 method executed, output printed what? AM1. Then down. Down. What is the next line? Downcasting. What is object available in A1? A. Can it downcast to B? No. Then what happened? We will get class cast exception. Understand how to solve this problem? Two options. Remove that line or do downcasting in instance of operator. Then comment these two lines and tell me the line. If మర్చిపోతే నోట్స్ చూడండి. If A1 to which class you want to cast B? If A1 instance of B, then downcast to B1 and call M2 method. B1 equal to B of A1, B1 dot M2. Then what happened now? Tell me now. Will you now about two lines are commented. Control go to here, right? Then tell me. A1 instance of B means what is the object available in A1? A. Is A subtype of B? How to pronounce instance of? Is a subtype. A is a subtype of B? No. False. False means what? Going out. False. Class cast exception coming or not coming? Not coming. समझ में आया? Now JVM go back to the main method. In main method, next line is what? New B passed. Again M3 method call by passing B object. Then inside A1, what object available? B. Then again A1 dot M1 search in B not available A. Then control coming here. Next object is coming what? B. B instance of B true. Go inside. Typecast. Then M2 method executed. M1 executed from A. M2 method executed from B. Output is what? For B object AM1 BM2. So whenever you want to develop a method to accept any of the superclass or subclass objects, parameter type should be superclass. Point number 2, inside that method using superclass type parameter, directly I can call only superclass method. If you want to call subclass specific methods, you have two options, directly to downcasting and call. Then definitely class cast exception will come at runtime for different objects passing. Then check the condition, then do downcasting, call M2 method. Problem will not be there. Understand that? Write down. Apply all above 4 points. Write down ra. ఏం చూస్తారా Abraham Moses continue. Apply. Hey, I'm dictating notes. I'm telling a sentence. Write down sentence, okay? Apply. APPLAY, apply. Above. AB boy, above. 4 points. UC, comma, DC, comma, CCE, and instance of operator for calling A and B class methods in a test class. In a test class. Today, I forced you to speak in the class. I was carefully looking at each and every student. Whoever not talking, forcing you to talk. Monday onwards, you are not coming to class. Yes, sir? Yes, sir. Huh? Because I am today forcing you to tell next word, next word, next word. Enter next Monday onwards, I will not come. How dare you to question me? Huh? That's good. Write down this program. What is UC, ra? What is UC? Ma, thank you. DC? Deccan Chronicle, Delhi Capitals. Next CC. మీకు శతకోటి వందనాలు రా బాబు. Either you answer, not answer, come to the class. Maintain consistency. At least last day, you may talk one word. That is your success. Okay, now I am pushing you to speak. If you can speak, if you cannot, at least listen. So that at least one day you may speak and your mind may be open up. Write down, ra. While writing, listen, ra babu. Don't write arrow marks first. First write complete program, then later write arrow marks. Completed? A object, false. B object, true. B object, pass B object. B object coming. B, true. Typecasted, executed, B object. Write that blue color arrow marks for B object. Completed? So with this chapter completed. Inheritance major topic completed with Java 14 new feature. I will add entry questions on this topic. If condition entry question, if else entry question, switch entry question. Okay, now today you complete switch as expression topic, and tomorrow please spend the time to work on what you call if else switch entry questions. Monday spend the time to read entry questions on this topic. Tomorrow, day after tomorrow, today, tomorrow, don't read this topic. Monday you read before come to the class and practice and come. Okay, na? In the order what I am uploading, same order you follow. Today night or tomorrow morning, today night I'll upload a video. Tomorrow morning I'll upload entry questions, and tomorrow evening I'll upload entry questions on this topic. Okay. Good night. Happy weekend. Happy revision.